New mission. Which one will it be? A Fistful of Gorn. We already did that. Romulan Mystery. Oh, you motherfucker! You get stingy on the EXP, and then you tell me that I cannot reach the next mission until I get to level 30, eh? Fuck you. So, mine enemy at 31. Well, then give me more EXP. So what are we gonna do for EXP? No freaking clue, but let's start by collecting some of these assignments. Requisitionary and the assistant's actually not really worth it. I'm kind of sad I started that one. I thought it was going to be duty officers, but it isn't. It's just resources. Substantiate allegations. Okay, EXP. How much do we need? We need 1263. We might actually get it from this. Ooh, nice. Human engineering officer candidate. Purple. Ooh, and a lot of EXP. Your eyes look weird, madam. We'll deal with you later. Collect rewards, collect rewards, collect rewards, collect rewards. And we still need 1k EXP. Oh, even in the newer Star Trek series, Enterprise had phaser beams with Captain Archer. And the previous statement was that the Enterprise A in the movies has cannons, apparently, which I didn't know. This is for the sake of the recording. I did like it in the latest J.J. Abrams movie that Khan used a assault minigun against those Klingons. I think that was maybe a nod to Star Trek Online. Maybe. Maybe J.J. Abrams likes an assault minigun too, and I love assault miniguns. But yeah, we need 1k EXP, and where the hell are we gonna get it? Ooh. Okay. So, secure the Donia system, but where the fuck is the Donia system? That's the good question here. So in order to find this out, there's only one way to do it. And this is go to Google. Since it doesn't tell me in the game. I never actually watched the new series with Captain Archer, even though I love the actor because he was in fuck, I forget the name of the series. So we need to go to the Donia system. Quantum Leap. He was in Quantum Leap. Dr. Samuel Beckett. I loved that show when I was a bit younger. I think I watched that show simultaneously with The Next Generation when I was a kid. So where the hell is the Donia system? Quadrant, Beta Quadrant. Sector block, Sirius sector block. Regulus, Sirius. Why so serious? Her. Let's go to Earth Space Dock, which is in the Sirius sector block, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty. Hey, I was closing this window, thank you. Voyager was a pretty good series, but I never actually watched that all the way through the end. Loved the Doctor in that series. What can I say? I love me some good artificial intelligence characters. So we have human, female. Let's just move to candidate roster. We'll deal with that later. Need my EXPs. Where is the Donia system? Fudge. Come on. It's supposed to be here. Has Google failed me? No, there it is. Okay, good. Pretty far away, but still. Maybe we can queue up some extra duty officer assignments. Alrighty. Enforce troops. I would, but I'll have to send R&D holograms, which is pretty dumb. Oh, let's send this guy instead. Okay, that should be good. I do like the missions in Star Trek Online. They're kind of structured, I would say, like... Ooh, I wish I could start this one. They're kind of structured like an episode of maybe The Next Generation or so, each mission. But that's only if you actually read the text. If you don't read the text and just rush through it, I suppose I could see why they would be boring. Not that many mechanics, mostly just adventure and exposition and stuff. But I do like that. I do like that. Might get boring on replays though. Luckily for me, I've never actually played through the Starfleet questline before. I have a Starfleet science officer, but I kind of leveled him up to 50 from around 20 by just doing duty officer missions for about a year or so, because I switched to KDF and I just did duty officer missions on my Starfleet officer. We're almost there. Almost there. Nice ship model. Oh, so this, the Donia system. This world was once inhabited by a highly industrial society. Little was done when pollution began to damage the ecosystem, and when the vast forests that once covered the southern continent were destroyed to make room for more growth. The resulting greenhouse effect raised average temperatures by more than 10 degrees over 200-year period. I think we already were here for some mission. In the late 2380s, the Federation helped the remaining population evacuate their dying world. Yep, we were already here in an earlier mission. So let's see what this patrol is about and how much EXP it can give me so I can actually become a captain. Captain! Well, I'm not a captain yet. Thank you for rubbing it in. There have been several reports of Gorn ships hiding in this asteroid belt. 3 civilian vessels have been destroyed in the past 2 weeks. Starfleet wants these attacks stopped, sir. Our orders are to patrol and engage. Okay, patrol the asteroid belt and defeat all Gorn ships. Should be easy with our fancy little beamboat here. Alright, we have power to weapons, weapon stance enabled, and... Hello! I'm here to invite you to a party. A party of death! Excuse me. That was not an evil enough moment to warrant the full evil laugh, which explains the lack of quality. There we go. One of these. 2. Hello, I'm here to invite you to a party as well. I have Plasma, Tetrion, phasers. That's about it for now though. So, if you want any other flavors, you will have to go and get your own. Is that an enemy I've missed? Doesn't look like. Alright. I kind of want to lure these guys over into the next group and try to get them all at the same time because I'm a suicidal son of a bitch. Hello! How are you? Yep, I'm dumb as bricks. Oh my god, this is gonna hurt bad. Hello, welcome to the party. Do you like to dance disco? Oh, it actually works. It's working out for me. Uh-oh. Shield facings. Nice. Okay, 4 out of 5. Only one group left. And then we get our delicious EXP, hopefully. Nice. Let's hope there's no ground section to this mission. Yep, return to sector space. That was pretty easy. There are no Gorn ships on our sensors, sir. I have notified Starfleet Command of our status. They will be dispatching regular patrols to ensure that the Gorn cannot endanger civilian ships in this system again. We can return to sector space whenever you are ready, sir. Very good. And now, promotion time. Very good. Oh, you cut down the reward, you motherfucker. And it's just, oh my god. 772, oh my god. Fuck you. Look at that. Look at that shit. 15 skill points left. Apparently this guy is ready to promote me though. I'm captain. I'm captain it. Oh my god, this is so silly. Well, thanks, I guess. Promotion to captain. 15 skill points left until the actual level, but I'm getting promoted. Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Grimo. You've been promoted. You've proven yourself to be invaluable to Starfleet and earned the respect of your fellow officers. Return to Earth Space Dock. I would like to formally recognize your contributions to the Federation. Nice. Okay. So, am I in a fleet? Yes, I am in a fleet. Why do you think there is some sort of EXP tax going on? I should do STFs to level up, you say. Well, that would be a good strategy, but I want to do the missions, and oh, there we go, and we have some more duty officer procs.
Congratulations, Captain.
There we go. Very nice. Transwarp cycled? No. Time to leg it back then. I wanna do the missions and try to level up through the missions, and if I can't, then I will grind some EXP and stuff. But I don't want to just grind the XP to level this character up. It has to be an adventure. That's why it's Star Trek. If I would just grind, I would rename this game to Ragnarok Online in space. Ragnarok Online. Oh my god, that game was so grindy. Yep, Galaxy class time. Gonna be fun, fun, fun. The fact that I will have to reorganize my abilities for my bridge officers and get them new ground abilities will not be that fun, but getting the Galaxy will be really fun. The Ambassador class isn't bad looking though, so I might switch back to it at tier 5 at level 40, since I have a refit unlocked at the store. Pretty cool looking ship. It's interesting that I basically have almost, well, technically all the versions of the Enterprise so far. I have a refit Constitution class, I have an Ambassador class, I will have the Galaxy class, probably the Sovereign class at Admiral, at Vice Admiral. And what? Yeah, the Enterprise A. What class would? I wonder if if Archer's Enterprise is in the game at all. Actually, enter the Sol system. It's a bit disappointing, really, that they put the saucer separation module into another ship. So you have to buy a store ship in order to get the saucer separation ability. Don't really like that, but I guess it is a valid power-up. And by valid power-up, I still mean it's pay-to-win as fuck, but whatever. Archer's Enterprise is called the NX class, and yes, it is in game. Oh, let's Shrubs. Tier 1. The NX. Ooh, there we go. NX class Starship Replica. 500 Zen. Could look better. Could look better, but I might get it just to have a full collection. The original series Enterprise is also here. I have a refit, but it counts. Definitely. Okay, let's go get our promotion. And then go through a lot of hoops to actually outfit ourselves properly. Hello, Captain Quinn. May I sit on your desk? No, no. Oh, fuck. Talk to Admiral Quinn. Congratulations, Captain. You have conquered yet another milestone on your journey through Starfleet. In light of your contributions, I am authorizing a new starship for you. I know you'll do great things with a more powerful vessel. And my gold member stuff. My gold member. Austin Powers in space. Go to the shipyard and get me my new and delicious Galaxy class starship. Yes, coercion punks. It is. So let's see. The NX class. We were talking about the NX class. Ooh, nice outfit. Okay, whoops. Perving out on stream, not allowed. Customize your ship. Nope. Starship and shuttle requisitions. There we go. Congratulations on making captain. The admiral has given his blessing for you to choose a ship appropriate to your new stature. Take a look at my store. The starships that are approved for your rank are listed. Get a new starship. Browse selection. Alright, let's first have a brief look at what we would get for Vice Admiral. So we would have an exploration cruiser retrofit, but it is a Galaxy class. Oh, Monarch. Blah, I don't really like this type of skin. Dreadnought cruiser for Vice Admiral. I think this is the one I want. Spinal Lance, and this one has the Galaxy class. I don't know. Sherlock Picard. Yes, this one has the saucer separation module. Motherfuckers. The Odyssey. I think the Enterprise was or is currently an Odyssey ship. Correct me if I'm wrong. In the game, I mean. Some more Odyssey variants. I do actually love the Defiant. I love the Defiant. That was one of my favorite ship designs in Deep Space Nine. But it's an escort ship, and I don't really have any tactical officers. Maybe if I wanna like try to cross class a little bit, I'll get it. Definitely would love to have one. Really cute looking little ship. Little compact and sleek looking. Love it. Multi blah 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 blah. Heavy escort carrier. Doesn't really look good, but I like I like carriers. Other stuff I can't use. Cation Atrox carrier. My fleet does have the fleet version of this unlocked. I might look into it at some point. So many options. Alright, so these are the unpaid options. So at Vice Admiral we will get Chimera Heavy Destroyer, eh? Oh, 1000 day veteran reward, eh? Whoops. Fleet Deep Space, okay. Fleet. Heavy cruiser retrofits. I just want to see if the Sovereign class is an option here. Basically, Fleet Tactical Escort retrofit, very good. Fleet Exploration Cruiser retrofit. Yeah. Yeehaw. That's a ship I would love to fly. Yep. Bit short on the tactical consoles though, which I don't really like. Okay, do we have a Sovereign or do we not have a Sovereign? Fleet Assault Cruiser, Fleet Support Cruiser retrofit. Oh, there we go, a little bit heavier on the assault. Oh, this is an Ambassador class. I see. Advanced Cruiser retrofit. Andorian Escorts. Andorian Escorts, if you know what I mean. Fleet Atrox. Fleet Dreadnought Cruiser. Don't really like the third nacelle. I really don't like the third nacelle. But this one does have a shit ton of tactical consoles. Me likes. This is probably the version I'm gonna end up flying. I really wish there was a way to get rid of the third warp nacelle, but I've heard that it isn't possible if you fly this variant, which would be really disappointing. I want to make it look like the Enterprise, but you know, be a top tier ship that I can fly for top tier missions and stuff. So like a regular Galaxy class. Yada 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 yada. Where is the Sovereign? Guardian cruiser. I can't. Cruisers. Sense. Nope. Nope. Okay. Odyssey. Assault. Assault cruiser? No, this isn't. Nope. What the hell, man? Battle cruiser, definitely not. Okay, sure. Tier 6, definitely not. So what even is the Sovereign class? Rear Admiral lower half. Oh. Yeah, here it is. Rear Admiral lower half. I was searching the entirely incorrect lineup of ships. So we will get this at Rear Admiral lower half. Cool. In the meantime though, Captain. So we have the Exploration Cruiser, the Galaxy class, and we really have no other options. Just let's take a look though. We could get a Defiant, which would be fun, but again, an escort heavy ship. I want to fly cruisers, and that's about it. There we go. So, Galaxy class. Ooh, we have the Envoy. Ew. What is that shit? Celestial. You know what? I could get behind this one. Not bad. Kind of retro looking. Not bad. But definitely Galaxy. Okay, so we're gonna buy this ship. Are you sure not to after you make okay. The USS Potamianos. I was actually read that the USS Potatomianos. Done. But we're gonna rename it. We're going to rename it. Let's go to select your ship. You have the USS Grotius, which we need to rename to the USS Grotius D. Okay, copy the NCC. And then... why isn't... my copy paste doesn't seem to be working today. Fucking hell. I might just have to remember the numbers, guys. It's going to be shocking. Nah, didn't have to. A, B, C, D. And this will be the E. I think we're one letter ahead of the Enterprise, actually. Grotius. Yeah, I think we're one letter ahead of the Enterprise. The Enterprise E was the Sovereign class, wasn't it? I think so. Yeah, works for me though. And a ready starship. Okay, let's see. We have Mark 6 beam arrays. 121. 127. More damage. Excuse me. Extra critical chance. This one doesn't show proper values on the ground. Oh, and we do have one extra slot. We're gonna replace that immediately. Meritich says yes. Hello, Meritich, but regarding what? I need a little bit of context there. Starship sensors, whatever. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. I'll keep a few of these phasers. Keep like 2 of them and get rid of the rest. Let's see. Put this stuff. Put this stuff. Need a new console, a new tactical console, but I'm probably not gonna get it because I'm too lazy. I'm gonna get it later at some point. We have the phasers, which is the more important bit. Engineering consoles. Yeah, okay. So we got our ship. I'm not even going to bother with the inventory yet. Let's get an upgrade to our pips. Very important part of the mission, I know. You know what? I always loved the way that they mark rank on the Starfleet uniforms. Right now they do mark them with rectangles. Nice stream. Thank you, Meritich. I'm glad you're enjoying my stream. I always liked the Lieutenant Commander rank and the Captain rank the most. I don't know why. Okay, maybe because Picard was the Captain and Data was a Lieutenant Commander, and I like them the most out of this series. Okay, it's not that big of a mystery. We have solved it. Let's upgrade our pip count. Captain. Oh yeah, look at that. Purchase. Let's upgrade this variant as well. This is the extra tall variant for my Goblin in case something doesn't allow me to make use of it because I'm too short. You must be this tall to ride the roller coaster. In case of that. But I think I may have made him too tall, so I'm not going to get to ride the roller coaster anyway. Now we need to go in space and see about the slots for this Galaxy class. The bridge officer slots, which will be a little bit tricky to fill. Need to buy some new manuals. I'm only really going to start considering a build after I reach about level 50 or maybe even level 60. You don't really need to worry yourself too much about, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Which reminds me, I forgot to try and customize the appearance. We're gonna do that when next we are on the ground. But I was trying to say, you don't really need to worry that much about builds and stuff until you're really high up in the levels. Playing on normal difficulty is pretty easy. So we have Commander, a Commander slot for space. To acetone beam, boarding party. Directed energy modulation does seem to work pretty okay. I do like acetone beam. How long did you play store? No, that's correct. STO is actually just a huge store for transaction ships. Look at all this money you could be spending on ships and accessories. Why, just this package right here costs... How much is it? $150? Is it that much? I know that about 500 Zen is worth about $5, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure they have it on discount somewhere. Store is a correct way to refer to STO. I have been playing STO, oh my god, several years now. I have something like 1,200 hours logged on Steam alone. And I haven't started playing on Steam. I didn't start playing on Steam when I first played on Steam. First played STO. Structural integrity. We really need to reassign some skills here. Tevrel and Colez. Okay. So I've played STO for a long while, but I still don't know half the shit in it basically because of this. Because of this thing right here. The skill system. Like, this is so fucking arcane. Not because you don't know what goes towards what, but because you don't know how much it goes towards what. So if I wanted, for example, to have, yeah, the starship stuff, especially like warp core potential and warp core efficiency, you can have, for example, in warp core potential, there are situations, I think, when you can put 2 points into it at max level or even at lower level and you won't get anything out of it. So yeah, thanks. Arcane as fuck. Have to go to online spreadsheets to figure out what my skill points will be doing for me. So we have, I like acetone beam so far, and I like tachyon beam as well. Tractor beam, not gonna be so useful for a disco beam boat. Let's get rid of all this clutter though. Now luckily for me, I haven't run into the bug yet where you actually have to do this after every map. This used to be a thing in StarTech Online. I haven't come across it lately, but it used to be a thing that after every time I beamed up from a planet, I would essentially have to re-slot several of my skills because they just went off into nowhere. And yeah, these days they just accidentally unslot your officers, and if you reslot your officers, your skills will come back to their normal places. Okay, I want one beam from the front, and oh shit, I replaced an ability. Fuck, and I forgot which one. And one from the aft. Rotate shield frequency. This one. I think it was tactical team because I don't have that on. There we go. Acetone beam. What's this? Oh, there you go. Engineering team, and what's this? Auxiliary power to structural integrity. Don't really like this one that much. Where is my beam fire at will though? There we go. And somehow I don't have access to directed energy modulation, which is weird. I mean, I have the exact same engineers. Let's see if it's not something that I taught someone. I think it might be something that I taught someone. No? What the fuck? I had the directed energy modulation in the last one, but I don't have it anymore. Figure that shit out. Auxiliary power. I think I replaced this one. Yes, there we go. Directed energy modulation. Good. Where are you? And we might actually just go with eject warp plasma. It's not that bad of a skill. Sure, nah, whatever. If it doesn't become an issue, then it doesn't become an issue. Let's see about ground skills though. And change the appearance if we have to. Meretic says there comes maybe a new skill system. Well, I would love it if there would be a new skill system. Something which actually told you how much damage. For example, this skill system would be completely fine if they actually let you see before committing what your skill points would be doing. Then it would be just fine. I would have no problems with it whatsoever. If I could just have my starship equipped the way I want, and then I could go into space, I could open this up and I could just add 1 mark to the warp core potential and see what effect that would have on my starship on the fly before pressing accept. Then it would be fine, but meh. Maybe I like the point, maybe I don't like the point. Maybe I have to put 2 points, maybe I have to put 3 points before I see an impact. And then I won't want to commit to that skill. But you don't know. And even the spreadsheets that I mentioned, those only show you values depending on default power distributions for your ship. So if you have certain consoles that boost your power levels, you might still end up having skills that are supposed to boost your power levels, but then don't end up boosting your power levels at certain points, because STO. Anyway, so customize your ship. Let's see if we can make our Galaxy class cruiser a little bit prettier. Okay, so save the skin. First of all, we have Galaxy. This one is a paid skin, but they put it in here without any mention of it being paid, unless you count the total, because they like to be assholes. It looks nice, honestly, it looks nice. I like it, but we're not going to use that. The Envoy is fucking ugly. The Celestial could be workable, but no. So Galaxy it is. We're gonna keep the window tint. We're gonna keep the... Let's see if there's any better materials. This material is probably paid because it's the one they use for the other ship. Type 5, too dark. Type 4, too dark. Type 3 could be nice. Type 2, might just keep this one. Type 1, yeah, you know what? This is perfect. This is just perfect. Seems legit. Just gonna keep it as is. Now regarding ground abilities, I really fucking need my healer to be able to heal, so we need to fix that ASAP. Do you have a lifetime account? Asks Meretic. Nope. Nope. I have thought of it. I have actually thought of it during one of the promotional offer periods, but no, it's not really worth it, in my opinion. If you have the money to spend and you like Star Trek Online, sure, go for it. Absolutely. But if you're kind of a poor student living in Romania like me, then no, not really. The benefits aren't really worth it in-game. You don't really get that much, except cosmetic stuff, mostly. So, officer training. Let's see. Show. Vrel skills. Ground. Science ground. Let's have a look-see. So we have hyperionic radiation. Nope. Melorazine. Actually use this on my science officer just because I can get the extra damage resistance really fast and I can give it to other people really fast. Plus 30% all energy damage resistance rating for pretty much almost 3 people. I can keep it up on 3 people, I think. It's nice, but not for a bridge officer. And the cleansing effects, that's nice. Neural neutralizer, fuck no. Fuck no to this too. Nanite health monitor is usually what I go for on my bridge officer healers for this tier. So definitely gonna get one of these. Nanite health monitor. Let's see. Usually go with vascular regenerator on this other tier. Let's see. Do we have triage maybe? That might be good too. Neural neutralizer. Sonic pulse. Stasis field. Nope. Tricorder scan would be nice, but let's see. Minus 40 all damage resistance rating for 12 seconds. I would really love to have an officer with this equipped. I wonder if got 100 hit points. This is 56 hit points for 3 charges. It's not really that great, honestly. For 15% damage resistance, I think. But there's, if I could take Vascular Regenerator in that tier, but it's not available at the ship trainer, sadly. At the NPC trainer. Dampening fuel, neutralizer. If only I could take Vascular Regenerator on that tier, and then I could take Tricorder Scan for this tier, but I will take Vascular Regenerator here. She does have Tricorder Scan, so I will just be able to slot it back if I want to, which is one of the beauties of the new system, the new manual system. We have, and I usually double up on medical tricorders, so I'm thinking I could just get a Tricorder Scan 1. It's a little bit worse than the Tricorder Scan 2. I could also get, let's actually just go ahead and get medical tricorder, and we could get the Tricorder Scan as well, and we'll teach her all of these. Need to promote first, and promote again to Commander. Nanite Health Monitor. It's not changing. Hey. Learn Vascular Regenerator. Not changing either. Great. Medical Tricorder. And Tricorder Scan. We'll use Tricorder Scan for now and supplement if we need extra healing. Yes, I'm from Romania. Not the greatest country in the world, but not the worst either, so could be worse, could be worse. Okay, so wait a minute, what? Tricorder Scan. Oh, for fuck's sake. The ability system is fritzing out again. Oh. Can't slot them properly. Dear StarTech Online, could you have less bugs, please? Thank you, a concerned customer. Nanite Health Monitor. Let's try re-equipping her. Let's do Zarva and then Tevrel. Of course not. Tricorder. Screw you, StarTech Online. Screw you, Star Trek Online. Still, Tevrel. I kind of wanted to make one of my current officers into some sort of a tank. That would be very useful. Vertex says, I am from Germany. Well, nice, nice. Actually, I've actually been to Germany before, just for like 2 weeks on a very, very short internship. Only been to... I went to Cottbus, and I passed through Dresden. I went to Berlin a little bit. Regarding space skills for science. Store. Space skill for science. 1 and 2. Anything interesting at 2? Transfer shield strength. Tachyon beam. Would actually want to get a tachyon beam on 2. Jam sensors, mask and science team. Hazard emitters. Feedback pulse. Uh-oh. 50% shield penetration. Of course, I cannot see the proper values of these skills unless I'm actually in space. Photonic officer. That's a nice one, photonic officer. Titan's Rift. Well, I think I know what I'm getting. All power levels per second. And we also have energy siphon. All power rate to self. After 3 seconds, all power settings for the. I kinda like Titan's Rift, so we're gonna get Titan's Rift, and that's gonna be good for space. Let's see, Devrel, skills, learn Titan's Rift. Yes, and equip. The equipment, it works. It doesn't work on the ground. It works in space, doesn't work on the ground. Also, she has gravity well too at max. That's nice. If only I had the ability to use that. I like gravity well. Ever since I started playing my my Starfleet Science Officer, I really like gravity well in Titan's Rift. Traits. Lucky, yada yada yada. Peak health, yada yada yada. Shield harmonic. Sturdy, techie, telepathic. Ooh, what's this? Grace under fire. Space trait. If you have more than 20% of your hit points in damage, if you take more than 20% of your hit points in damage within a 5-second period, the cooldown on Miracle Worker is reset. This trait will only trigger when Miracle Worker is already on cooldown and can only trigger once every 90 seconds. I don't think I have Miracle Worker yet. Orbital strike, no I don't, so it would be pointless. Let's just get soldier for the ground, I think. Okay, back to this stuff. Good. I think we'll make use of these for now. We have healing, fuse armor, equipment. Need to buy some more engineering skills. Engineering ground. Support drone fabrication 1. Yes, I want more support drones on my team. Cover shield, definitely not for AI. Equipment diagnostics 1. Quantum mortar, I would love that. Get a mortar, get a turret, and get, let's see what's the difference between 144 for this one, 133. You know what, I can live with it. Turret is 6.6 DPS versus, oh, that's a lot. Mortar is 157 versus 202. Ooh, lots of difference there. Level 0 support drone for 60 seconds. Quantum mortar, turret fabrication, mine barrier, and then what? Good question. We could do shield recharge, or I could just do mine barrier, which he has. Then I can do turret fabrication. And we'll do mortar fabrication. Yes. And support drone fabrication. And I think that will be enough for now. If we suddenly explode, I'm gonna start to have to consider getting one of these officers to be a tank. If not, not gonna worry about it for now. Let's see. Promote Mr. Uzimat. Uzimat. He can switch skills, no problem. That's sexist. Characterist. Turret fabrication. Sweet, okay. And Tevrel. Oh, okay, they switched. So we have tricorder scan as well. Very nice. Trade stations. Good. This is gonna do us. This is gonna work. Okay. After all of that, I'm gonna take a very short break. After, yeah, okay, I conquered the slope, and then we're gonna do the next mission, okay? Okay. Tiny break.